Dylan. I'm 17. I've been trading for 1 full year now. I'll just keep this video real. I'm actually reading from a script a little bit, but I'll try not to go off on a tangent too much. So yeah, I've been trading for a year now. 365 days of looking at the markets, non-stop dedication, which is nice. And I feel like I'm on the right path to profitability. Yeah, I just come on here to give you a little bit of advice from the 1 year that I've been trading. And the first bit of advice, the first point I'll make really is about trading in general, and that generally it's a get rich slow program. I mean, when me and my brother first found out about trading, we both thought we'd make £2,000 to £3,000 extra every single month within 3 months of trading, and obviously that is not the case. It was a Canon event to say the least. But yeah, I think if you're going to get into trading, my one bit of advice would be, for this point anyways, to prepare for a 5-year battle. I think if you're not willing to put 5 years into trading, it's definitely not for you. You got to be prepared to put in the time. It really isn't as simple as it's played out to be. I mean, obviously depends on your strategy. Maybe support and resistance really is the play, but in general, just be prepared for the long way ahead. The second point I'd put, to keep the success demons away, quantify your progress. So a lot of people want to get into trading, or me personally anyways, as soon as I got 9 months, 10 months into trading, I just didn't know how to progress further. I kept feeling stagnant, like I wasn't even getting anywhere in trading. But the only way to get rid of those feelings is by quantifying the process. So track when you show up to the market, track what trades you trade, journal everything, and just as long as you're being consistent and instilling good habits into your trading, so not over trading, 1 trade a day, etc., then you'll be fine, and it should help you feel a little bit better towards your trading in general. I think journaling and tracking your attendance to the market is more important than trying to learn something new. Keep learning, because at one point too much knowledge is a burden in general, because you're going to have analysis paralysis, and in general you're probably going to affect your trading performance. Yeah, so the next point I'd like to add here, the next bit of advice, which I actually found out recently in the last 1 to 2 months, is actually rooted in human biology. So I have a little journal, a little planner here. By the way, this will come with time too. So right here, I have this box set up. I got all my goals. I got the highlight of the day, the body weight in the morning, the sleep and wake time. These are the monthly goals, and then here, I don't know if you can see, it says trade good. So every single day I show up to the market with correct habits and discipline, and instilling the good habits that you need to be profitable. I tick off the box, fill it in. It's quite a satisfying process doing it the next day. And yeah, so once I filled in the goals, I got a few other ones there, then I can truly get a nice sense of dopamine that I'm doing something that's progressing me forward in my trading career. I'll link the video up here that I learned this sort of habit tracking planner from. And yeah, I think instilling that natural dopamine release from something like a habit tracker like that is way more effective than clicking a little box in your trading journal on Notion. Do that as well. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm just saying ticking and filling in the box every single morning it feels good. It feels good, and it feels like that you're, again, quantifying that you know you're on the right path. It's like a pat on the back. It's like someone saying you're doing well, and I think that's really essential to being consistent to the market. My point on here, loose lips sink ships. Yes, I stole that from In My Gadsby, but I think it applies to trading very well too. I know it's cool to tell your family and friends that you're getting into trading, and it's really cool. Yeah, I'm trading, telling your strategy, getting really passionate about it, because I know I did the same when I first started. It's not very cool when the losses start hitting. You feel the mental pressure, the intrinsic pressure you put onto yourself to show them the results. Oh, look, I faster funded, all of this. It's just not a good pressure to have on yourself. Keep it quiet until you have the results that speak for themselves. that added pressure is not good for your mental, and it's just going to make you trade way more emotional and break the habits to get to profitability. One trading day keeps the losses away. I think this is something I added maybe 8 to 9 months into my trading journey, and I wish I added sooner, really, because revenge trading, over trading, is one of the worst habits in trading in general. I think if there's one thing that limits your profitability, it's both of those habits there. By sticking to one trade a day and keeping your strategy and your habits to one trade a day, you're going to see a massive improvement. I know it's fun winning, oh I won 4 trades today, but if you lost 4, you'd probably be thinking different and hating yourself a little bit. Another piece of advice I would give is slightly controversial, but I'll say it anyways, and I do think it needs to be said: scratch the itch until the wound itself heals. So by what this I mean is everyone's trigger happy at trading. Everyone wants the dopamine of the MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4 button going doo, 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 doo. Ooh, I've entered a trade, I entered a trade. You get the dopamine, it's exciting, you get the adrenaline. And I think that is an itch that needs to be scratched for younger traders. I think anyone new to the journey will know the craving to press the button to get into a trade and almost like you're diving into the market without any real strategy or thought process behind it. I think the easiest way to combat this, because it is an inevitable cutscene that you can't skip in your trading journey, I think the easiest way to combat it is by creating a personal account with 50 to 100 pounds that you're willing to lose, you're happy, and just trading the £3 risk. For me, I found that was quite comfortable, because if I won, I was making £6 to £7, even £8 to £9 sometimes, which was 1 hour of my work anyways. I found that to be satisfying. Scratch the itch. When you win, hey, I won, I made £9, I made 1 hour's of work. When you lose, it's £3, oh, it's a meal deal, whatever. I just think, since it's something you can't skip in your trading journey, the easiest way to prevent a serious problem from occurring is by limiting the amount of capital at risk. So if you do go and blow it like an idiot, like you're probably going to if we're honest, then at least you've minimized the capital at risk. A further point I have in this video: losses. Yep, that is true. Even 1 year into trading, I still don't like losing. And I think even though you see the gurus online that are robots, they're mechanical, they don't feel anything towards the market, it definitely still stings. I mean, you see a big loss, you see a 1% loss, oh no, it does hurt. But I think feeling the emotion, or from my experience, feeling the emotion isn't the bad thing. It's acting on the emotion that's where the real bad habit occurs. You know, you can feel the sting of a loss, you know, messes you up, and then the next day you're fine getting back into the market with good habits again. Whereas if you were to feel the loss, the sting, and the venom from the sting messes with your brain, you start feeling the emotions going through, clicking the button, buy, revenge trading, over trading, that's when the pain of the loss can really affect your mental. I think I was saying on here, it's not feeling the sting itself that's bad, it's the toxin it releases that messes with your brain that's really downsending to your trading. Just feel mechanical, feel like a robot. It just doesn't work like that. Take the loss, meditate, journal, relax, get away from the markets, lock your phone, turn off your computer, whatever you need to do, and just go on with your day without going down to these silly little habits. Another short bit of advice I found from my 1 year of trading, just based on my own probability and statistics, is that if I'm sat down at a computer right now, like this, I get a way higher win rate, way higher. Like, if I'm on the go, on my phone, you know, talking to people, trading at the same time, yeah, I can still be disciplined and follow my rules, but my focus onto the market is not what it should be, and way different to what it would be on the computer. When I'm actually on the computer, looking at the charts, headphones in, focused, no distractions at all, your win rate will go through the roof. Honestly, you'll be avoiding any shit trade that you're just jumping into because you want to continue the conversation or get where you're going, or anything that's distracting you really. I just think, sit down, lock in, and your win rate will increase therefore. The next point I want to talk about is longevous trading. I think a lot of people, like I said in the beginning of this video, are wooed by the gurus and the influencers online who claim that trading is a short-term gain for money and fame and Rolexes and Lamborghinis. But if you're really not thinking into the future and trading for your future self, then you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't trade for yourself now. You shouldn't trade for the dopamine you gain now. You should trade for yourself in 24 hours, and most of the time that involves instilling good habits in yourself, preserving your capital, minimizing your risk, minimizing the leverage you're using on the trade, because if you over leverage and you fuck up your account, your 24-hour self is going to be pretty pissed off at yourself. So trade for your 24-hour self. Trade to make your 24-hour self happy. So instill the good habits, minimize your risk, trade correctly, trade your strategy, and review the data in 24 hours and see whether it makes you feel a little bit better about your trading journey. Trade for the future you, don't trade for you now. My last point actually hits a bit close to home. It happened in the last 1 to 2 months of my 1-year journey. So it was around March, May, April kind of time that one of my friends from college, he was actually in my business studies A-level, he got into trading randomly. There's this chap on Instagram from the place I live now, and he set up a trading Telegram group, proper guru stuff, like charging them, getting them to use his own broker so he gets to cut the percentage, all this stuff, which it's okay. I respect it. I respect the hustle. You've got to make your money now and again. I think this is one of the most important points because I feel like a lot of people will face it in the current market we're in now. Everyone seems to be getting into trading, and you really need to put on the horse goggles or whatever they're called. Horse goggles. What the fuck are they called? Blinkers. Yeah, place on the trading blinkers and avoid looking at your competition as such. I think I kept seeing him make £200, £300, £100 a day, £400, and again, not that I'm saying I'm unhappy for him, but he didn't show any losses at all and just kept promoting this Telegram trading group that this other guy had put him onto. I'm not saying it's bad at all, but it does get to your head. You do start trading a little bit more emotionally, or if he's making all this money, you want some success to show too, and it just gets your ego involved, and then all of a sudden you're not even trading correctly, you're just trading completely ego-based, and like we were saying previously in the video, that is not the way to be trading at all. And the conclusion I came to quite recently, maybe a month or two ago, is that attaching your ego is the only way to break out of this little mindset you have dragging yourself down. Congratulate him. Congratulate the person that's doing better than you. Be proud for them. Be happy for them. Meditate. Be sensual. Be present. And just acknowledge that you're on the same journey to the same destination. It's just the vehicle and the mode of transport that's differing to the person that you're seeing success from. Just be prepared for your vehicle to break down, for it to have issues, and for repair to be needed in order to reach the destination that you crave, profitability. Well, if you've managed to watch to the end of the video, you are in the top 1% of people on the planet. More people are spending time on their phones than in bed nowadays, with 6 hours being the average night of sleep for people between 16 and 22. And 8 hours being the norm on the phone. So if you manage to watch through this video with limited dopamine, hopefully if I've edited this correctly, then reward yourself, pat yourself on the back, write it down in your journal, and know that you're on the path to profitability regardless of the speed or the mode of transport you're taking to get there. Take it easy, and yeah, have a good day.